You know what's crazy? The average luxury SUV loses $40,000 in value the moment you drive it off the lot. $40,000. That's a new Camry, just gone. And most people buying these six-figure machines have no idea which ones will still be worth something in 5 years and which ones will become money pits. I just spent 3 months analyzing reliability data, resale values, and real owner experiences to find the 5 luxury SUVs that actually justify their price tags. These aren't the flashiest or the fastest, they're the ones that deliver real value. And if you're about to drop serious money on a luxury SUV, you need to see this list. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe. It helps me make more videos like this. Number 5. Lexus RX 500h F Sport Performance. Starting around $58,000 and climbing to $65,000, the RX 500h sits in that sweet spot where luxury meets common sense. It won't turn every head on the street, but it will do something far more impressive. It'll start every single morning for the next 15 years without complaint. The 2.4-liter turbocharged hybrid system pumps out 367 horsepower. It's not a track weapon, but with a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds, it's a confident family hauler. The real story is the fuel economy. You're looking at combined mileage in the mid-30s. You'll pass gas stations that German luxury owners are pulling into twice a week. Inside, Lexus shows its hand. The materials aren't flashy, but they're legitimately premium. Think soft-touch surfaces, real wood trim, and seats designed for 5-hour road trips. The 14-inch touchscreen is finally intuitive, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, something $100,000 competitors still gatekeep. The F Sport Performance package adds adaptive dampers and a torque-vectoring rear differential. It rotates through corners with surprising enthusiasm without destroying the ride quality. It's not a Porsche, but it's genuinely fun when you're in the mood. Here's why the RX is a value king. Total cost of ownership. Consumer Reports consistently ranks it at the top for reliability. Owners regularly cruise past 200,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance. No air suspension nightmares or electrical gremlins. When you factor in fuel, insurance, and class-leading resale value, the RX 500h is the smartest money you can spend. Boring? Maybe, but boring and reliable beats exciting and broken every single time. Number 4. Genesis GV80 3.5T Prestige. What if I told you could get Mercedes S-Class levels of luxury for $30,000 less? That's the Genesis GV80. Topping out near $78,000 for the loaded 3.5T Prestige, the GV80 competes on quality rather than badge snobbery. The twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 cranks out 375 horsepower, moving this 2-ton barge from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. It's confident and composed whether you're on a highway or a snowy driveway. But the cabin is where you'll understand why people are jumping ship from legacy brands. We're talking Napa leather everywhere, real metal trim, and massaging seats that actually work. Genesis loads this thing with tech others charge thousands extra for. You get blind spot cameras that project live video into your gauges, a readable head-up display, and remote parking that lets you move the car from outside the vehicle. The ride quality is sublime. The standard air suspension on the 3.5T soaks up rough pavement while keeping the cabin pin-drop quiet. The real value proposition is the peace of mind. Genesis includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 5 years of complimentary maintenance. They'll even pick up your car for service and leave a loaner at your house. The GV80 isn't perfect, the infotainment can occasionally lag, but when you're paying $20,000 less than a BMW X5 or Mercedes GLE, those minor issues are easy to overlook. You're getting a world-class experience for a bargain price. Number 3. BMW X5 xDrive 40i. The X5 has been the benchmark for years, and the current generation proves why. Starting around $67,500, the xDrive 40i delivers BMW driving dynamics without the M-badge repair costs. Under the hood sits the B58 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder. This is widely considered one of the best engines currently in production. It produces 375 horsepower and feels incredibly linear. The 0 to 60 sprint takes 5.3 seconds, but the numbers don't capture how refined it feels. The 8-speed automatic is PISIC, shifting exactly when you want it to. The X5 drives smaller than it is, the steering is perfectly weighted, and the chassis feels planted whether you're carving mountains or hitting city potholes. Inside, the curved display running iDrive 8 is one of the most intuitive systems on the market once you get past the initial learning curve. The front seats offer incredible support with extendable thigh rests, a godsend for tall drivers. Cargo space is generous at 33.9 cubic feet, expanding to over 72 with the seats down. What makes the X5 worth the money? It does everything well. It's sporty, practical, and surprisingly reliable. The B58 engine has proven its longevity, with many owners hitting 150,000 miles without major issues. It holds its value better than most German rivals, and parts are easy to find. If you want a luxury SUV that refuses to compromise on the sport part of the name, this is it. Number 2. Porsche Cayenne. The Cayenne starts around $80,000 and can easily soar past six figures. However, every dollar spent here delivers tangible value. This isn't just a status symbol, it's a genuine driver's car that happens to fit a family. The base Cayenne uses a 348 horsepower turbocharged V6, hitting 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds. But the magic is in the handling. The steering is precise, the brakes offer incredible feel, and the chassis is so balanced it defies physics for a 2-ton SUV. The optional air suspension lowers the car for aerodynamics and raises it for off-road clearance, making it incredibly versatile. The interior quality is exceptional. Everything you touch feels solid, from the supple leather to the precision-clicked buttons. The 12.3-inch touchscreen is responsive, and while Porsche charges for everything, you're paying for world-class engineering. Here's why the Cayenne is number 2 on a value list: resale value and reliability. Porsche consistently tops dependability surveys. By sticking to the V6 or the S model, you avoid the complexity of the V8 or hybrids, leading to lower long-term costs. More importantly, the Cayenne holds its value better than almost any other luxury SUV. You might pay more up front, but you'll get a massive chunk of that back when it's time to sell. It's an investment in driving pleasure that won't leave you underwater on your loan. Number 1. Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. The GLE 450 starts around $68,500, and it sits at number 1 because it nails the luxury SUV brief better than anything else in 2026. It balances comfort, tech, and practicality in a package that justifies every cent of its MSRP. The mild hybrid 3-liter inline-6 produces 362 horsepower. It's not meant to be aggressive, it's meant to be effortless. The 0 to 60 comes in at 5.7 seconds, but the real highlight is the magic carpet ride. The cabin is hauntingly quiet, and the optional air suspension makes imperfections on the road disappear. Inside, Mercedes is at its peak. Premium leather, real wood, and 64-color ambient lighting create a sanctuary. The dual 12.3-inch screens run the MBUX system, which features voice control that actually works. Whether you're adjusting the climate or finding a coffee shop, it understands natural language. Practicality is where the GLE shines. You get 33.3 cubic feet of cargo space and an optional third row for kids. The driver assist tech, like the active distance assist and the 360-degree camera, actually reduces the stress of driving rather than adding to it. Why is it worth every dollar? Because it's the most refined all-rounder. Reliability has improved significantly, and the inline-6 with mild hybrid assist is both smooth and reasonably efficient at 22 miles per gallon. It doesn't try to be a sports car like the Cayenne or a value play like the Genesis. It just focuses on being the best luxury experience possible. For most buyers, that is exactly what they're looking for. So, there you have it. 5 luxury SUVs that actually deliver value in 2026, from the bulletproof Lexus RX 500h to the ultra-refined GLE 450. These are the machines that won't leave you with buyer's remorse. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 would you put in your driveway? Are you choosing the driving dynamics of the Porsche, the reliability of the Lexus, or the tech of the Mercedes? Drop your choice in the comments. I read every single one. And if this breakdown helped you, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the cars actually worth your money. Until next time, drive smart and spend smarter.